Today, the games are quick, the games are awesome, the chat room is quick, the chat room is not awesome. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, broadcasting this week from the Kathleen DeVere Memorial Broadcast Studio in honor of our fallen comrade.
Kathleen's not dead, she's just sick.
Does that mean I have to give the parking space back?
You don't drive.
It's a status thing. Sony has revealed the 2017 most downloaded titles on the PlayStation Network, and for an early January non-story, the list is surprisingly interesting. Now, unsurprisingly, Call of Duty World War II and Destiny 2 took the 1 and 2 spots, and somehow enough people are still buying copies of Minecraft for it to take the number 8 spot. It's also not super surprising to learn that beloved and popular games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Rocket League, and GTA 5 still made the list. But number 3 is throwing us for a bit of a loop. It's Friday the 13th, the game. Oh right, I'm sure you're saying to yourself, that was also a game that came out in 2017. Now, not that I normally put much stock in Metacritic, but the game has a score of 61 on Metacritic, and that's not the kind of score that compels people to check out a game. But people did buy it, and they bought more copies of it than NBA 2K18 and Madden NFL 18, which is extremely surprising. Did enough people grow up watching Friday the 13th movies that we, as a society, have a lingering fear of Jason Voorhees and we're seeking to appease him with our dollars? Honestly, it's the only explanation we can think of. Tingle fans rejoice. You can finally play the 2009 DS classic Ripened Tingles Balloon Trip of Love in English, thanks to a team of dedicated translators who worked for 5 years. Now you'll finally be able to understand why Tingle ventures into the pages of a children's storybook and then goes on a Wizard of Oz-inspired adventure while looking to win the affection of a team of single women by giving them gifts and winning mini-games. Or maybe you won't. It'll still be in English, but it will make as much sense as any other Tingle game. It's games done quick time again, as speedrunners from all over the world put on a week of 24-hour-a-day streams to raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, putting out some of the most compelling content on Twitch with some of the worst viewer community. Twitch chat is up there with YouTube comments in terms of shorthand for a miserable cesspool of things you'd be better off not reading, present company excluded. And every 6 months when GDQ rolls around, everyone has to remember to hide the chat. This year, GDQ tried to make a change, switching their chat room to sub-only mode, gating chat room access to those who give a $5 subscription, revenue from which during the month of January will also go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Ironically, in their attempt to make the chat room better, they somehow made it worse. While previously there had been some on-topic comments mixed in with the casual racism, emotes, spam, and casually racist emote spam, the chat room now is full of subscribers commenting on the sub-only chat room, whether it be harassing GDQ for their decision, laughing at the plebs unable to chat, or even encouraging people to DM them comments to post. Some users have even set up new Twitch channels specifically to host the GDQ stream so there can be a free chat room for people to use while watching. The most popular one, GDQ Poverty, was given a 24-hour ban for hate speech, with the owner saying, "For the first half hour or so it was very nice. Everyone was civil and excited to be able to use their favorite emotes. Word of the channel spread quickly though, and soon the chat became a constant flood of emotes and spam. Things were impossible to discern through the stream, so I introduced a 3-second slow mode, which seemed to work for a while. Eventually, things became so hectic that I had to introduce the moderation polls in order to quell the herd. These did an okay job of reducing the spam, but the more spam got reduced, the more the hate started to spread. To my dismay, the chat log began to be filled with racist and hateful remarks towards GDQ, runners, and random groups of people." Which is a fantastic microcosm of why GDQ was trying to solve this problem in the first place. And it also illustrates why it's too late to start trying to moderate a community of this scale, and you should probably just disable chat entirely. It would even make the browser run more smoothly, which has to be an attractive proposition to a group of speedrunners. Love it or hate it, everyone seems to get mad when we report on Star Citizen, so I'm going to try and not editorialize at all with the following story. Star Citizen made a fuckload of money in 2017. How do I feel about that? Irrelevant, but Star Citizen, the Kickstarter for which was funded in 2012, made more money in 2017 than every video game campaign on Kickstarter in 2017. And it wasn't close. Video game campaigns raised $17.25 million on Kickstarter this year, while Star Citizen, which still has no currently announced release date, raised $34.9 million, more than twice all other games. They did the same in 2016 as well. I am voicing no opinion on the matter. Someday, we will have a Star Citizen story that isn't, look at how much money this game has made and also it's not out yet. I legitimately hope that story is, it's out and it's good. Coming up, the early access hero shooter Paladins is following the trend and adding a 100-player shrinking map battle royale mode to its features, much like Fortnite and Warface did before it. Paladins' new mode is called Battlegrounds, which I appreciate. If you can't be original, at least be clear about what you're trying to rip off. Honestly, considering that Paladins was initially getting flack for being like an Overwatch clone because it's like a hero-based first-person shooter, the fact that they were able to take the engine that they had made and go, now there's 100 people, is pretty impressive.